Welcome back to my messy spinner. In this video, I'm also going to make a set of coasters. If you saw one of our most recent videos, I had a lot of paint I needed to use up. So these will be sort of a messy bloom, and I'm using colors that don't usually go together. So using the bloom recipe, so I've already got some pillow paint down. I have some black, Boysenberry by Colourarte, Sunflower by Colourarte, Blue Bayou, I think, Golden Teal. I think that color I put down right there is Persimmon by Colourarte, Jasmine by Colourarte. So I'll try to name some of these in the subsequent videos, but again, I was throwing a bunch of colors on here that may not go together, and I was playing around with a blue-violet cell activator on this day. So we're using the world's smallest blower to blow it out there. Again, I've done a video where I compared that to the Yiiho dryer. It's on our YouTube channel. Both really great tools, actually. But in the video, I described not using the little black attachment at the end, which allows you to get better airflow. So now we're just spinning this out. Excuse me. And at first I saw this and I was like, man, I really shouldn't have used that black opaque paint at the bottom, but I had mixed it up for a painting my husband asked for, and I didn't want to waste it. And I was like, well, sometimes, when you're going to do a small surface like a tile, it's worth taking some chances you wouldn't take on a bigger piece. So that's our first one. And I honestly liked this one, but didn't like it a lot, and I almost didn't complete the set, but I did it anyway. So again, we've got some Black Oxide by Amsterdam, and this one I'm actually painting over a tile I didn't like that much. Teal by Golden. That's Blue Bayou by Colourarte. Boysenberry by Colourarte. No, not Boysenberry. Bougainvillea, sorry. Sunflower by Colourarte. Persimmon by Colourarte. It's a beautiful color. Vavoom Red, of course. Jasmine. I can't remember what that is right now. Oh, that's our cell activator. Haha, I thought so. So cell activator is Blue Violet by Amsterdam. 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part Amsterdam paint is the ratio I used. Now I'm trying to be patient and wait for the center to come back after we blew it out. And again, when you blow your cell activator over your piece, you don't want to blow straight down in the middle. You want to glide it across the colors. It's going to give you the best reaction, and it's going to avoid it becoming completely swallowed by your pillow paint. Now, I didn't blow this out the best, and so there's a couple places that I don't particularly like the lack of lacing. So what I'm doing here is trying to tilt them closer to the edge, so when we spin, we won't lose the part we really like. We'll lose more of the part that we don't like that much. I love the cells and the color that is forming. There's some random little white bubbles coming through that black paint. One tip for you, if you get a lot of white, almost like little white pimples from your pillow paint having air bubbles, one tip that I would recommend is put just a tiny bit, like a couple of drops of 91% isopropyl alcohol in your pillow and mix it up. It helps tremendously with the bubbles. I mean, tremendously. So that was our second one. Here's our third one. A little black. I'm trying to spread it out because I don't like when it's all concentrated in one spot. Golden teal. So I'm using these opaque colors so that the primary elements will really kind of show off on top of them. And I kind of deliberately put jasmine and the vavoom in the top because I really want those colors to stand out under that cell activator. The way the blue violet laces over the jasmine is really pretty. So I'm just taking some of that runoff and covering my corners because that part's going to spin off anyway. So I'm just helping my paint get to the corners. So if you see me picking that up and you're like, that doesn't match, it's okay, it's going to spin off anyway. So again, we have some beautiful cells and lacing in like 2/3 of it, and so just tilting some of that design down so we can spin off the part that maybe isn't giving us as much of a reaction that we want. Using some tweezers to get these random white spots. You might hear my dogs sighing or snoring. They have a rough life where they sleep all the time. So if you are a current subscriber of our channel, thank you so much for your continued support. If you're not, we would love it if you would give us a like and a comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. Try to keep them short so they don't take too much time. We also have our social media links below in the description box. If you have not taken Shelley's course, it's definitely a game changer. I have a 15% off promo code in the description box. And last I checked, the Australian dollar is still a little bit low, so it's a good time to take it if you've been considering taking it. I also have a link for the spinner that we use in the description box below if you are looking for a good cake spinner. And here's our last one. So we've got our 2 solid colors, Blue Bayou, Bougainvillea, little persimmon, sunflower. That may have been pyrrole orange, okay, or red, yeah, because that's persimmon. And then some Vavoom red and jasmine. Then here comes our cell activator, trying to keep our paint from sliding off. I really like the way these turned out. After all, definitely not colors I would have normally used. So I think that's the time, if you're going to take a chance on some tiles and see if you like it before you throw it up on a big piece or a gallery wrap canvas and waste a bunch of paint. So sometimes I just want to paint too, and I don't have as much time, so I'll do a set of coasters or something so that I can get to paint and get to enjoy experimenting a little bit. So now we're just letting it come back to the center and dealing with some of these little bubbles that are coming through. And these coasters will also be available for sale. They have since been resined and they have a cork back. So if you are interested, please let us know. They're 4-inch ceramic tiles, and they might actually be 3 3/4 inch, finished with resin. I think this was my favorite of all of the ones that we did. Of all 4 of the coasters, I think I like this one the best. But I really think they turned out beautifully. They're very different, but I really enjoyed them. And I am really digging the blue violet cell activator. You almost have to see it up close to see how pretty it is. But I think it turned out really lovely. Thanks for watching. Have a great